Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. This is a question on Roman numerals. We've got to match the Roman numeral to the number. Told that the first one has been done for you, and this will give you 1 mark in the exam. So on the left hand side you've got the Roman numerals, and on the right hand side you've got the numbers, and you've got to draw a line between them to match them up. Now your key facts, you need to know what your Roman numerals are. Now there are songs that are out there that will help you remember what your Roman numerals are. I'm just going to tell you what they are, and if you want to use the songs to help you remember, then that is fine. So the number 1 is the letter I. So if I want 2, it is 1 plus 1, which is 2 lots of I, so I. Number 3 is 3 ones, so 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is the same as I plus I plus I. Now it changes when we get to 4, okay, so otherwise we're going to end up with so many 1s or I's across there, you can't tell which number is which. So the number 5 is a V. So 4 is 1 before 5. So a V means 5, but the one before it is 5 take away 1, which is 4. 5 on its own is just V. If I want 6, it's the 5 plus 1, so 5 plus 1 gives me 6. So if the number is afterwards, or the letter is after the bigger value, then it adds on, and if it's before, you subtract. Now you've got to look for the biggest value here. So the 5 is the biggest value, the 1 is after it, so it's added on. The 1 is before the 5, which is bigger than the 1, so you subtract. 7, we're going to use a 6 plus a 1, so that is 5 plus 1 plus 1, so which is 7. 8, again add on another 1, so 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives me 8, or VIII. 9 links to 10. Now 10 is an X, but I want 1 less than 10, so it's an I and an X for 9. 10 on its own is X. I can go through all the XI is 11, etc., but I'm going to jump straight to XX, which means 20. So 20 is 2 lots of X. 50 is the letter L. 100 is the letter C. D is the number 500. And M is 1,000. So you should be familiar with all of these, and you should be able to work out which ones go together. It does get a bit confusing when you've got to remember which one links to which letter, but just try and remember these last few. Up to 10, most people are fine up to 10, but it's when you get to these higher numbers, you've got to remember which one is which. So this first one here has been done for you. So you've got a C and a VI. Now C is 100. VI is here. VI is the number 6. So you've got 106. Now it does become confusing as to whether it is the adding or subtracting or which value it is, which way round you go. So the C stands for 100. The V stands for 5 and the I stands for 1. So you're just adding them all together because they all go in order. So you've got the biggest number, then the next biggest, and the smallest number. They all go in a row, so you just add them up. Some of these you've got to do some subtracting as well. So just work out whether you're adding or subtracting to work out how to make the numbers. Press pause. Press play when you're ready to hear the answer. So see if you can work it out, and then press play when you've got an answer. Fantastic work. So hopefully you've managed to come up with an answer and you've matched these up. We're going to start with the top one. So we've got a D, which means 500, an X, which is 10, and a C, which means 100. Now if you think about this, I've got a hundreds, a 10 and a 100. They're not in an order. So we've got to think about using like what we did with here for number 4 with a subtract in there. So this X and C are going to go together because this is X, which is 10 less than the C. So the D stands for 500. XC is 10 less than the C. So the C is 100. 10 less than 100 is 90. So XC means 90. 500 plus 90 is 590, which is this answer here. The next one, we're going to look at the letters. We have got a D, which is 500. We've got an L, which is 50. We've got an X, which is 10. Another X, so two X's together was the 20. And an I, which is 1. Now these numbers are all going in order, so they get smaller. So you've got a hundreds, you've got a 10, a 50, which is in the tens, two tens here, which was the 20 in the tens, and then the 1. So we're just going to work each one out as we go along. So you've got 500 plus the 50. So DL is 500 plus 50, which is 550. The two X's is 20 plus the 1 or the I, which is 21. So XXI is 21. So we've got 550 plus 21. 50 plus 20 is 70. So we've got 571. The bottom one here, just to check that we're correct, we've got MCX. Now M means 1000, C is 100, and X is 10. So these are all in order. So we know M and C is 1000 plus 100, which is 1100, plus the X, which is 10. So we're just adding each of those values together, which gives you the 1110 for the last one. You needed to get them all correct to get the 1 mark. Give yourself a big tick if you got those correct. Well done. The mark scheme on this question shows where the line should have been drawn. On the right hand side it says do not accept a Roman numeral matched to more than one number. So if you've taken this one here and you matched it up here and down there, you will not get the mark. This is worth 1 mark in the exam, so 1M means 1 mark. If you found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe and tell your friends. And remember, comment below to let me know how you found this video and what you want to see next. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.